Hello and welcome to Ambymarieknits, episode 124. My name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where I'm going to talk about what I've been making. Yay for Friday. It is October 3rd. Vlogmas is... How many other people say Vlogmas instead of Vlogtober? I know it's not just me. Maybe it's because I've never done Vlogtober before. That could be it. But... just as an FYI, if you're not already watching, I am doing Vlogtober on my channel. So it's just a daily short vlog of what I've been doing. Mostly my crafting content, some food, some random whatever I can find to put in there, because I'm mostly boring. But you should check it out. And there's a surprise on that one. If you like Twilight stuff, go watch. Well, it's not out yet. But make sure you watch day 3. Actually, this should go up before day 3 goes up, because I've been doing them at midnight just because it's easier. But yes, make sure you watch day 3 if you like Twilight, because there's a surprise on there. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump into a little bit of talk, and then we're gonna get into finished objects, because yes, I have one. Yay! So, yesterday started the Stephen West make-along, the mystery make-along, the musical. I thought I was going to do it. I was planning on doing it. I saw the first clue. Not for me. Not saying it's bad. If you like it, awesome. Go for it. I can't wait to see what other people make with it. It does not look fun to me right now. And maybe it's because I've just had too many other big things. I don't know. I am contemplating making another Stephen West shawl. Not sure which one. But I am kind of thinking that could be fun just to make something else this month that's Stephen West. Because we know I love some of it. Not every pattern can be for every person, and there's nothing wrong with that. What is my hair doing? Wow. Sorry, y'all. Does its own thing. So yeah, so that's just my little talk about that. I thought I was going to. I am not going to be participating this year, but I'm going to enjoy watching everybody else make it. Now, with that out of the way, you ready for the finished object? Can you guess what it is? If you guessed the Wild Horses sweater by Pop Knit, you are correct. So it is done. It might be a little bit damp still. I have to finish getting this dry. These folded over. It's like 4 layers of fabric because it's color work. Yeah, those still need to dry. So as soon as this is dry all the way, I will take some finished object pictures. I don't think it's going to make it today. I really don't. I feel like if it is, it's right here. But I think it might be tomorrow before I get this in the mail. But there's the sleeve. So I did this 98% to pattern. The only things that I changed on it is on the sleeves. I did do a decrease here, and I did a plain I-cord bind off instead of the decrease I-cord, because it had, you do the sleeve straight and then do the I-cord and a decrease. I don't know. Not crazy about how it flares there, but I like how this cinches in. And we've got the hem down there. Oh yeah, that was the other modification, the hem. Instead of doing the double knit applied, I did a folded over hem. And there's my floats for y'all that like floats. Not too bad. So this is going to go back under the fan to try and get it dry. And I'll get you finished object pictures as soon as I can and get this in the mail. So exciting. Maybe a screenshot. We'll see. And so glad that's done. So you may see pictures next week if I don't get those today. Otherwise, done. Next up, whips, new cast on. We're going to start with whips. This is the DRK Everyday Sweater by Ambymarieknits. This is a sample from my yarn store in Plymouth, Rome, in whatever color this is. And I finished a second ball of yarn this morning. So I think I was approximately here last time you guys saw it. Yesterday, I pulled this out because I finished the Wild Horses. And I got from here to this marker. Had my Zoom this morning. I got from here to here done. I managed to knit 35 grams. I know because I weighed it to see how much I had left, and I was determined to finish that ball. So now that I finished this one, I'm going to stop on the body. I am going to still have regrets for modifying the neckline. I should have just done it per pattern. I really should have, but this will be a sturdy neckline, so that'll be nice. So I'm going to go wind up another skein of yarn, and I will pick up the neckline, do a couple inches of ribbing, and the reason why I did this is, yes, I like the sturdiness, but I wanted to do a Italian bind off as opposed to Italian cast on. That's why. Still have regrets, but that's okay. But hopefully I wonder if I can get the neckline done today. That would be cool. Then we're gonna do sleeves. Once the sleeves are done, we'll come back and finish the body. I think I've got 2 or 3 inches and then some ribbing on the body, so it's really close to being done. So this will be our next finished object, probably. You know that's always subject to change, right? Especially if I decide to start something new randomly, because that happens. But yay, there's that one. Okay, next up on whips is the Jaunty Shawl by Ambymarieknits. This is done in my hand spun, which is Storyteller Stitchery that I got at Mad Knitter. So this is the second ball. I started the decreases. Hold on, let's put some stoppers on there. I like this combo of stoppers. Be kind, but you can still be salty and be kind at the same time. Make it work. Okay, so here we go. So this is a half fisherman's rib shawl, and it's so squishy. This is like a worsted Aran, using size 6 needles, which is 4 millimeter. I don't know why I'm looking. I can't read it. Yes, 4 millimeter. Okay. And I have done 1 decrease row. That's it. So this is as wide as it's going to be. Is right here. And now we can just decrease. So I'm going to finish up this ball, and then I got another one to cake up. I haven't worked on it for a few days because priorities, sweater, horse sweater. I wanted that done so I can get in the mail today or tomorrow. But it's so squishy, y'all. So I recommend this pattern. I mean, it's easy. It's not, I mean, yes, you're paying for a pattern that has minimal work. I mean, you're just increasing and then decreasing in the half fisherman's rib, but it's totally worth it. Can you see already? Like, it's only half done. This is gonna be so good. Okay, so that's that whip. That's everything I think you've seen. Next up, the new cast on, just a pair of socks. I need some mindless knitting, some smaller mindless knitting. So I started a pair of socks, picture in the hank. This is Chromatic Yarns, Hannah, the Corner of Craft. I think she dropped the Corner of Craft and is just Chromatic Yarns now, or vice versa. I don't remember. She changed something. But this colorway is, I think, Watery Grave. It's mostly blue, but there's a little bit of greens in there. And then this is the contrast. Getting it back in the bag. Bag made by me, of course. I need to make some more of these bags. They're actually really, really good for socks. And then I am doing the sock pattern. I'm actually doing a pattern for a sock. Weird, right? This is the new Summerlee True Crew socks. I'm not going to be embroidering on it, but this is the plain one. So it has a 2x3 rib cuff. That's really short. I dropped it. Sorry. And then I'm going to just do a plain body. And then it has a strong heel. And like when I saw the pictures of it, so I did the Fleagle heel from Ambymarieknits' DRK Everyday Socks, but I did it without the ribbing, and I absolutely loved how that heel looked. The strong heel really looks similar, and I wonder if it's going to fit similar. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Oh, by the way, this is BFL. This is a sturdy sock, which is 75% BFL, 25% nylon. So I did that in like one day. Yeah, I think I did this all Wednesday. So we'll see. Like I said, it's just my portable knitting because the sweater is my plain knitting, the DRK Everyday Sweater, but it's bigger now, so it's harder. So I've got that. So that is all the knitting at this moment. Will there be more stuff? Maybe. Sometimes I just like to cast on small projects, and I do want to cast on a Stephen West shawl. Maybe not this week. We'll see. So that is all the knitting stuff. We have more. Next up, we're going to talk about something I haven't talked about in a while, and that is my English paper piecing. So I was at a spot where I needed something small to work on. Oh, I had an appointment to go to, and I didn't want to cast on the socks yet. I hadn't thought of it. I don't know. So I took my English paper piecing. So I finished this hexagon. Fabric is Tula Paint, True Colors stuff. So I finished this hexagon. So now I have 6 hexagons, which, just so you know, is about 1 less than what you need to make something. So I don't know what to make with these. I've got coaster ideas. I guess I could applique them individually on a bag. I could kind of sort of put them together and use it for, I don't know. Or somebody did have a great idea on my Instagram that I could just keep making more hexagons like this randomly and then just eventually sew them all together in a quilt. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. Even a wall hanging would be nice. We'll see. But isn't it? They're so fun. And as much as I despise hand sewing, I don't mind the English paper piecing. And is it slow? Yes, but it's fast. Like each little hexagon doesn't take that long to do. I am a glue baster. These are all glued because if you don't know anything about English paper piecing, note to self, I'm going to link a video below. Wool and Vine, Kristen from Wool and Vine has a really good tutorial and stuff about English paper piecing, I do believe. I will link that below, just so that way if you want more information, because you might be interested, might be fun to do. So yeah, that's that. Next up, acquisitions. Okay, so this one is, if you have not opened yours yet, please do not watch this until you've opened yours. I got the Twilight New Moon countdown from Fangirl Fibers. She had a fiber option. So it's 5 weeks. So every Friday I get to open a 4-ounce braid of fiber. I am doing that on Vlogtober. So watch that. It's going to come out after this, but whatever. It'll be fine. You can see me actually opening it there. But this is what it is. So the Twilight collection. And isn't it pretty? It says October, November, December. I'm not a Twilight person. Does that mean something? Is that like the color? Okay, and there's a QR code if it'll let you scan it. I don't know. It's 100% Shanika wool, which, if you wanted to know, is a cross between Rambouillet and Merino. And it is really soft and really bouncy. Rambouillet is really bouncy. Merino, of course, is really soft. Rambouillet is soft too, but just a different kind of soft. So I'm excited for this. I'm not going to spin any of this month. I'm just going to be upfront on that one because, mind you, I don't know what the other 4 look like. But if they all coordinate enough, I'm going to do a combo spin out of all of them and do a sweater spin. I don't know what sweater, but just so that way I can spin 20 ounces. I can make something out of 20 ounces of fiber. But yeah, so soft. Okay, so that's that. Next up for acquisitions, got this. So I had a gift card to Amazon, and I was like, why not? I bought some other stuff I needed, and am I going to make anything out of this? I don't know. But I wanted to have it. You know how you just want books in your collection sometimes? Trophies, if you will? I don't know. But so this is the Mosaic Crochet Dark and Dramatic by Sixel Designs. And it just has all these great mosaic designs in it. So eventually I do want to do some kind of mosaic tapestry for a wall somewhere. Haven't figured out which one. Maybe it'll be something out of here. And look at this plant. Actually, ooh, I have my spider plant over there. I don't know if I want the scarabs on it, but I really like this right here. That could be fun. We'll see what I get up to on that. Just kind of keep an eye out there. Okay, so that's that. And then it says something else on here under acquisitions, but I don't know what it says because my handwriting is, fun sometimes. So yeah, I don't know what that last thing was as far as acquisitions. I don't think I got anything else in. Be all right. Next up, life and stuff, books. Books, I have not done anything new. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this, but I was looking on Libby's Available Now, and I might have went ahead and started rereading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas because it was there. So definitely not doing so good on new books right now. It happens. I've got too much other stuff going on. We're just going to read what we can. I'm so lighting. I would be using my ring light to kind of help a little bit, but it was doing this weird blinky thing this morning when I tried it. So I was like, no. We don't need to do anything like that. I don't want to put an epilepsy warning on this one. Or anybody who might be sensitive to flashing and stuff. I don't want anybody to have to deal with that. So we're just gonna deal with the lighting we've got. That's all I got, y'all. Like, that's it. So, with that being said, if you aren't subscribed already, please do so. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to see what I'm doing daily, check out the vlog. See what fun things I'm doing. And thank you guys so much for being here, for watching. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see y'all tonight, tomorrow, next week, whenever.